What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Life You Have with Tez, and this is How to Survive Newlyweds. That's part two of two. Before we get into it, make sure you tap that like button and subscribe if you so choose to do so. Now, let's get into part two, shall we? Number 1, cook or learn to. The quickest way to a man's pants, wallet, and his heart is through his stomach. You don't have to be pretty to get his affections if you can cook. But if you can't, whatever you did to get him, you better
Kaioken
times 20 that. Because cooking can literally change the course of a situation. Believe it or not, women cook to get their husbands to do things that they wouldn't normally do. You want them to take a smiling pastel family photo, cook his favorite food, and serve him. Men, unfortunately, cooking for you isn't really gonna fix your issues. But grilling, on the other hand, for women, if you're not 6 foot, but you can grill, oh, you got her. You got her. She will be letting you drive her car to your job. Dallas Cowboys, cowgirl sticker and all, because you are
the grill master.
But if you can't cook and you can't grill, well, you better stick to comedy. Okay, number 2, don't brag. Yes, you can have another him in a minute. Okay, we get it. Yeah, you can have all the girls at your job, but you decided to choose your wife out of all these women, even though these women keep giving you their phone number and probably their underwear, which is quite disgusting. Your bragging is the fastest way to get yourself back into the single life. No one likes a braggart, and you will see how fast that you can actually say the words ex-husband, my ex-wife, if you choose to do so. I know what some people think they're doing. They think that if they say, if I wanted that girl, then I could be with that girl, but I'm not, I'm with you. It's supposed to be some kind of impassioned speech about how you chose this one girl out of the millions you could have, but it just comes off as sounding like, I notice everybody else looks better than you, but I'm choosing to settle to be with you because I love you so much, my dear. Nobody wants to be talked to that way, and nobody needs to feel that way. Don't brag, don't boast, don't do any of that stuff because it's not gonna help you. Don't bring that stuff into your relationship. If you can have 2 other guys that are like him, then why did you choose him? Number 3, go to counseling. A lot of people think this is some kind of a sign of weakness, but the thing is, you can go to the doctor when you're healthy just to get a checkup. So why wouldn't you go to a counselor before your relationship actually starts to get bad to fix it? Here's the thing about counseling. You have a person who is non-biased towards either one of you. They're just a person in the middle, and they can hear all your grievances and they can suggest things to you to do. This person has no allegiance on any side whatsoever. They just want you guys to come to a mutual agreement. Now, are you paying them? Yes, you are paying them, but if you're in the military, you can get free marriage counseling.
Because that's how we roll.
But if you're not in the military, then yes, you are paying these people to do this, but it's cathartic. It's gonna help you out in the long run because this person has no allegiance to any one of you. You can't pay off this person to say, yeah, your wife, yeah, she does have a stick up her butt. Or, yeah, your husband, he sure does suck, doesn't he? The thing about it is some people have no idea that they are doing things that bother you because you won't tell them, or they just don't know because it's normal to them. Some people suck their thumbs. I don't know why, but if that bothers you that your spouse is still sucking their thumb and you can't tell them because you don't know how to make them feel, do it at a counseling session. They might feel bad about it because you didn't tell them ahead of time that that's what bothers you. You probably should have told them while you were dating that it bothers you, they suck their thumb, but do it in front of a non-biased source. This will be better for your relationship in the long run. Trust me. You want to save your relationship? Go to counseling before it becomes an issue. Number 4, be ready to listen. Men, unfortunately, we're not the best listeners. So what we actually are programmed to do as men is we listen for the problems so we can solve them. Like if our person that we've chose to be with is having an issue, we listen to that issue and then we try to solve it. So if my wife says, you know what, I had a bad day with the kids, and your first thing is, okay, well, which one do I have to whoop? Like, we offer a solution before we even hear the end of the story. The end of the story might be something completely different. I had problems with the kids today and they weren't listening to me. And you're like, where are they? Where'd he go? I want to see him. And then she's like, no, it was fine because, you know, they calmed down and they were actually super helpful, but you're pumped up because now somebody's got to pay for this insolence of disrespecting your wife. But here's the thing. Sometimes women just want to talk. That's what they want to do. And you have to sit there
and listen.
And that's what she wants you to do, is listen without solving her problem. But you also have to know when to interject and say, okay, yeah. Or sometimes a well-placed, that's crazy. And this, sometimes that makes it seem like you're actually truly listening. If you're not, that's my pro tip to you, man. Just, do that. Man, that's crazy. Really? What? And number 5, be grateful. This is a dead horse that won't die. Okay. So I'm going to keep on saying it because gratefulness is the key to everything in life. Everything in life that you do, be grateful. It's always going to be a tip for you. You better be grateful that you even got somebody, because at the end of the day, there's a whole bunch of broke women and broke men that's out there on these streets trying to take somebody's man or take somebody's woman from them. They don't have anybody. They don't want anybody. They just want what you got. That's all they want. Or they just don't want anybody because they can't get anybody. You got somebody. You should be thankful that you even got somebody who will put up with you, because ain't nobody got to deal with you
At all.
Nobody is forced to deal with you. Nobody has to have your kids. Nobody has to talk to you. But this one person, the statistical improbability that this one person found you out of all the other people that they could have been with, they found you and they decided to make it work. You are 2 seahorses. You recognize each other and all of y'all look the same, but you found each other out in the world and you're trying to make this work. So you need to be grateful, because you can be replaced, but the odds of finding happiness without getting pregnant or getting somebody else pregnant are pretty slim. And why is that? Why, whenever people get out of a relationship with somebody, when they're tired of them, they immediately either get pregnant or they get somebody pregnant as soon as they get out of a relationship? It's really weird. I don't know. But what I do know is you better appreciate that person before they pro-Jared you and hit you on Twitter with that feeling cute, might divorce my wife today. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And tap that like button. Subscribe if you choose to do so. This is the life you have with Tez. That's me. Peace out.